I think it's a bit too high.
I think it could be a lot cheaper. To me, that's quite expensive.
If you can't compare the price of downtown New York out to LaGuardia Airport, I mean, it's only about $10 to take that bus. Twice as much is crazy.
In my opinion, there's no advantage to taking the train if it doesn't offer me some better value.
Commuters, just like those, are wondering why the planned Toronto Airport Express train is going to cost them so much. Now, a Toronto City Councillor is leading a charge to bring that price down, but there's not a lot of time left to sort it all out. Service is slated to begin next year in time for the Pan Am Games. Scott Peterson joins me here with the details, the biggest detail being how much is it going to cost?
Well, up to $30, that's per person, per trip, and at that point, you put a couple of people in a limousine, it's going to be a lot cheaper at that. And as a lot of the viewers are saying, it could be at $9 in Vancouver for similar service. You take the TTC, it's only $3, so it's raising a lot of eyebrows, as is the cost. And this is coming from Toronto Councillor Josh Matlow, who's just saying the $456 million going into this project is just pretty much high across the board. High to build, high to cost, and high ticket prices.
Well, why is it going to cost so much to build?
Well, I was taking a look at this thing. This is a 28-kilometer route from the busiest rail station in Canada, that's Union Station, to the busiest airport, that's Pearson. And you can see some of the viz here and some of the things that are going into it, the infrastructure. But the real cost of this is the 3-kilometer link called the Spur, and it's all elevated along the highway, basically. Here's a little bit of a dramatization from the Metrolink site here. This raised platform goes anywhere from 5 meters above the ground to 28 meters above the ground. It's even going over Cloverleaf, so there's a lot of infrastructure to build there, and you could better believe that. And they actually want to build this thing by Pan Am Games 2015. So that's a lot of infrastructure to ram through within the next year.
Yeah, I'm still struck by your point. If you get in a cab, so you know, a cab or a limo from the airport is about $52 to $60 depending on where you're going. Right. So you have 3 people coming in. All of a sudden, it's just better to get in that cab rather than to get on the links. Which
begs the question is who is going to be riding on this, because they want to do this every 15 minutes from that 28-kilometer route, and so, you know, what kind of profit are they making? And again, this is all taxpayer money.
Yeah, and how do they justify it?
Well, we had CBC had a chance to talk to a Metrolink's representative, spokesperson, and this is what she had to say about the high cost of the price and the tickets.
No transit service is for everyone. That's just the reality. We're spending, some services cost $1 billion and more that I'll never access. So that's the reality, that each transit system is not for everyone, and we need all kinds of services. And this isn't going to be the panacea for everything that we need in transit.
I'm hearing a lot of people say the same thing here. And the real worry here is, remember, the Sky Dome was built at a cost of about $500 million to taxpayers' money, only to be sold for $18 million to a private company like Rogers in that instance. So a lot of worry here that there's a lot of taxpayer money going towards what could potentially be a boutique service, and that's business executives only.
All right, let's take a look. But wouldn't business executives prefer to be in a cab?
No, no, I would think that they want to just be in a train, and there's no traffic, actually, and that's one benefit from this thing. Okay,
let's take a look at the markets. Any traffic going on there?
Well, always lots of traffic going to and fro, and at this point, it's going to the upside. This is the 4th day in a row that TSX is up, and we've got healthcare and energy stocks leading the way, up 121 points, Dow up 75, NASDAQ up 14. Lots of positive earnings as building permits as well exceeding expectations, so lots of room for enthusiasm. Canadian dollar, however, down about 0.5 cent along the euro and the British pound. There's a weakening inflation in the U.S., and so at that point it means that Canada's not going to be able to raise interest rates anytime soon. That's why the dollar's taking a hit. Look at oil down $1.50 a barrel, and also gold trailing off over $2 an ounce.
Scott, thank you so much.
Yes, girl.